Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. Thank you very much for attending this important press conference. I'm grateful and on behalf of myself and the Honorable Minister of State for Interior, we express our gratitude to the members of the foreign media and the national media that you could make it here to attend this press conference. As you know that after the failure of Operation Sindoor and an embarrassing defeat in the 4-day war, the Indian state has resorted to massive misinformation campaigns. And because they could not prove their mettle in the battlefield and in the diplomatic arena, and their narrative was badly defeated, hence they resorted to propaganda warfare, propaganda campaigns, misinformation and disinformation. As part of their disinformation, you saw that during the war, the entire Indian media was creating false narratives and going as far as making absurd claims, like destroying the port of Lahore when Lahore is a landlocked city. Went as far as saying that the port of Multan has been destroyed. Everyone knows that Multan is also a landlocked city and there's no port or sea in both these cities. So you saw that their propaganda went to the extent of absurdity. Now, in furtherance of their nefarious designs and as part of their campaign, recently we've had a big success in which Pakistani law enforcement agencies have apprehended a common fisherman by the name of Ajaz Mala, who used to go fishing in the high seas. And in September this year, when he was out fishing in the high seas, he was arrested by the Indian Coast Guard. And after this arrest, he was taken to an undisclosed location and he was coerced and forced to do some tasks for the Indian intelligence agency. He was given greed that he would be compensated and that if he did not comply, he would have to stay imprisoned for 2 to 3 years. So this common fisherman by the name of Ajaz Mala was eventually released by the Indian intelligence agency and was sent to Pakistan on a task to procure certain things for the Indian intelligence agency, which included uniforms of Pakistan Navy, uniforms of Pakistan Army, and uniforms of Sindh Rangers. Besides that, he was tasked to procure these uniforms with certain name tags and certain fitting and measurements, because this was part of a bigger plan of the Indian intelligence agency to launch a propaganda warfare against Pakistan. So as you can see on the screen, that amongst the things that he was asked to procure, an army uniform, a navy uniform, a ranger's uniform, along with, if you could stay on that slide with the uniform please, with the name tags. And when he was loitering around in Pakistan procuring these items, because our intelligence agencies are well equipped to deal with any situation, they put him under surveillance when he tried to procure these items. And while he was under surveillance, our intelligence agencies were fully alert and following his trail as to what activities he is carrying out. So he was also asked to get Pakistani currency, cigarettes, matchboxes, lighters, and was also asked to specifically procure Zong SIM cards for the mobile telephone. So that is exactly what he did. He procured all these items and he was on his way to India when law enforcement agencies apprehended him from the sea, arrested him, took these items into custody. So this is part of a greater plan of India to malign Pakistan and to use such propaganda items and disinformation and misinformation. And we've been very, very active in countering the misinformation and disinformation by the Indian media and by the Indian state. Now, this is a glaring example of what extent the Indian state is going to malign Pakistan, because they are not able to digest the successes of Pakistan, be it the success in Marka-e-Haq, the 4-day war, and it was a big failure of the Indian state, of the Indian armed forces, and a humiliating defeat. So they're not able to digest that defeat. They are not able to digest the diplomatic successes, because we've seen that Pakistan is being acknowledged at the world stage, at the global level, by all nations. And Pakistan is well respected. So this is the kind of propaganda warfare that they resort to. And detailed investigations have been carried out. When Ajaz Mala was taken into custody, and he has confessed to his crime, we will play a small video of his, no, we will play the video first. We will play a video of his confession.
मेरा नाम है एजाज मला और अब्बू का नाम है रियाज मला, और हमारा काम है दरिया के धंधा करना मच्छी का। हमारा तालुका शाहबंदर और ज़िला ठट्टा में हम रहने वाले हैं। हमारा पीछा है मच्छी मारने का धंधा, शिकार करने का मच्छी का, और हमारे बचपन से ही मच्छी मारते हैं, और यही शिकार हमारा है, यही हम काम करते हैं। हमारे सत्य पीढ़ियों से ही यही काम कर रहे हैं मच्छी का। हम 2025 में और अगस्त के महीने में दरिया में गए थे मच्छी मारने के लिए, तो इंडियन कोस्ट गार्ड वालों ने हमारे को पकड़ लिया। वो हमारे को पकड़ के इंडिया में किसी खुफिया जगह के जेल में उसने रखा। उधर कोई एजेंसी, खुफिया एजेंसी वाले को आए, हमारे से पूछें तो आप किस जुर्म में जो आए हैं, उस जुर्म में आपको 2 से 3 साल लग सकता है। तो उसने बोला अगर आप हमारे लिए काम करें तो हम आपको यहाँ छुड़ा सकते हैं। तो उसने मुझे ये भी बोला, और उसके बाद हम आपको पैसे और इनामें भी देंगे। तो हमने डर की वजह से, एक तो जेल का डर था और उसने इनाम के लिए बात किया, तो मैंने बोला हामी भर दी तो मुझे आप छुड़ाएं। तो उसने मुझे छुड़ाने के बाद पहले उसने मुझे कोई चीज़ें बताई। उसने बोला ये सामान लेके आना, और कोई रेंजर्स की वर्दी है या पोस्ट गार्ड वाला रेंजर्स की वर्दी है तो नेवी का और आर्मी का वर्दी ले। और उसके बाद जो है हमारे को 3 सुमें चाहिए रोंग की, वो लेके आना है, और 3 चाहिए जो मोबाइल का दुकान है, दुकान का जो बिल होता है वो 3 बिल चाहिए हमारे को। और उसके बाद सिगरेट पाकिस्तानी और माचिस के डब्बे और लाइटर उसके साथ, और बाकी पुराने नोट जो 100 और 50 वाले पुराने नोट है वो लेके आना है। उसके बाद उसने मुझे रिहा कराया। रिहा कराने के बाद हम जब पाकिस्तान आए तो हमने आके वो चीज़ें इकट्ठे किया। इकट्ठे करने के बाद हमने वो खुफिया एजेंसी का जो ऑफिसर था अशोक कुमार, उसको मैंने एक तस्वीर निकाल के भेज दी, और उसके बाद वो सामान लेके मैं अक्टूबर के महीने में निकल गए, दरिया के तरफ रुख किया। तो मुझे पाकिस्तानी सिक्योरिटी और उसके साथ कुछ और लोग थे जिसने मुझे पकड़ लिया।